So the annual interest rate on a credit card is 17.99%. If a payment of $300 is made each month, how many months will it take to pay off an unpaid balance of $2,515.87? So you can actually use a formula in Excel. It's really easy, but you got to be careful because with this credit card, as your loan decreases each month, your interest, the amount you pay in interest, is going to change as well. And so at the beginning of the loan, you're going to be paying more in interest, and then towards the end of the loan, you're going to be paying hardly any in interest and more towards your principal. And so you just kind of got to keep that in mind because the formula isn't going to take that into account. But because it's not a whole lot of money and it's relatively a short period of time, it's going to be pretty close. So to use the formula, you have to first put in some inputs. So our annual rate is 0.1799 per year, but you're going to be making monthly payments. So we need your monthly rate or your periodic rate. So that's just going to be your annual rate divided by 12 for 12 monthly payments. The present value is going to be how much the outstanding balance basically on the credit card. I know I keep saying loan, so sorry in advance. The payment is going to be $300. The future value is going to be 0 because at the end, you're going to expect to pay it off in full. And then now we can use the formula, which you can do equals NPER right there. Oops, there we go. Okay, first it wants the rate, so you use the monthly rate, comma, the payment amount, comma, the present value amount, comma, the future value amount, comma, and you always want to choose end of period unless it tells you beginning of period. Then enter. So you'd expect to pay it off in a little over 9 months. You'd probably round to 10 since it technically is over 9 months. Now I'm going to show you how to do it just real quick with a little bit longer way in case you can't use Excel or whatever, or you're not allowed to use just the formulas. First thing I want to do is get my rate over here. So the 0.1799 divided by 12, right there. The payment amount is going to be $300 each month. Okay. We're starting with a loan balance of $2,515.87. So the amount you're going to pay in interest for the first month is just going to be the loan balance times the interest rate. And what we want to do here is we want to lock in this cell because that way we can just drag down the formula and it will drag everything else, but it'll keep referencing this rate. It won't move down. So that's what we want. And then enter. So that's how much you would expect to go towards interest. And I don't think I'm showing any decimals. I don't think so. Okay. And then, so if you paid $300, that's how much went towards interest. What's left is what went towards principal. So you click the 300 minus the amount that went towards interest, and that's the amount in principal. So let me just, here. Otherwise, it's going to keep doing this, and it's going to drive me crazy because I know there's decimals. Okay, maybe that's too much. Sorry. Okay. So your loan balance, it's going to decrease by the amount that went towards principal. So it's the previous month's balance minus the amount that went towards principal. There. Okay. And now we can just drag this down. And if you look, it's going to use G8, which is the previous month's loan balance right here. And it's going to use, again, C6. So it's locked in on this cell. It's exactly what we want. Then we can bring this one down and then this one down. And you can't really bring it all down at once because, look, they all reference each other. So that's kind of annoying. And there may be a faster way to do this, but I'm not sure how. So, yeah, there might be a faster way. But typically you would just come down like this, and bring them down. And as you can see, your interest is getting smaller each month, and that's because your loan balance is decreasing. So you're having to pay less interest on that amount, or it comes out to be less. Interest rate stays the same, but the loan is decreasing, so the total interest you have to pay is decreasing. We're almost done. Like I said, there's probably a faster way to do this. I'm just not sure of it. And I don't do this often enough to figure it out. So bear with me. Hopefully you understand what I'm doing so far. Okay, so now we're here at month 9. There's only $8.07-ish left. So we need to find out, we're not going to make it, it's not going to be a $300 payment, right? You're not just going to be giving free money to your credit card company. So we need to figure out what this is. So you're going to have to pay interest on that amount, on the $8.70. So the interest is going to be that times our interest rate. Okay. And then the payment amount is going to be how much you owe plus the interest you're going to have to pay. And that's how much it would be. And so the amount towards principal, obviously, is just going to be the amount before you apply the interest. And then just to check, if you take the loan balance minus the last principal payments, it would be 0, like it was. So hopefully that answers your questions. If you have any questions about what I did, just let me know. And this just means that you paid off the last little bit, and now you're at 0 in the, basically still in the 9-month, but you're probably going to wait to the 10th month to pay this, hypothetically. So